Hello everyone, Carson here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1329 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for February 7th, 2025. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1329. I'm gonna start with the word brush. Alright, got the S yellow and H green. So I've placed H as the last letter, and I also know that S goes somewhere else in this word. Now, this word could sure end in TH, CH, or other double consonants like PH. And I think, TH and CH are very likely. And let's also input the S. I think it most probably will go first. Um, One option is 6, or it could be soothe. Let's try 6, because why not? Um, haven't really guessed a word that really contains an S. Sorry, an X in a long time. So let's try a bold guess. 6th. Okay, never mind. Probably should have tried soothe. Um, but repeated O. It's just similarly as bad as 6th. Well, not really that bad, but it's similar. Not. Okay, it's neither one of them. Synth? Is that a word? It's not. Hmm. It's okay, so it definitely contains either A or E, but I don't think it's gonna have both of them. Swath, apparently. So yeah, well, I just could not visualize that word until I input the W uh into the second spot. Yeah, definitely not a word I would use in normal daily life. So yeah, again, just could not visualize this word. But at least I did not fail. I got there eventually at the end. So yeah. Um got it in 5 tries. An elimination strategy might have been useful for this Wordle, but I just didn't use it. Because I thought I would have gotten it in the previous few tries, but you know, did not expect that. Alright, got today's Wordle answer swath in 5 tries. This is Wordle number 1329. Let's now move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today is February 7th, 2025. Let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. These sevens force the digit 7 into this cell in block 2. This 7 points left, this 7 points down, so in block 4, the digit 7 is forced into column 1, so these 7s point down. Okay, these 2s point up, this 2 points right, and this 2 points up. So in block 6, the digit 2 is forced into row 4. So the digit 2 in block 5 is forced into one of these 2 cells. These 9s point up. We also have these 8s pointing down. So these 2 cells form a 7-8 pair. As you can see in block 7, the digits 7 and 8 are missing. These 7s and 8s force both 7 and 8 into these 2 cells only. So in order to fit both 7 and 8 into block 7, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 7 and 8. So this 7-8 pair eliminates all other digits from these 2 cells. So this 7-8 pair makes the other 3 open cells in block 7 a 1-3-4 triple. This cell sees 1 and 3. So actually, this cell has to be a 4, leaving a 1-3 pair in the other two cells. Because again, this cell cannot be 103. So 103, I mean, these two digits go into the other cells, making this cell a 4. Now, this 7/8 pair also works for column 3. Um, yeah, it could be explained by the same way. These three cells, C7 and 8, and this cell also C7 and 8. So in order to fit both 7 and 8 into column 3, I have to make these two cells reserved for 7 and 8. So not only does this 7/8 pair work for block 7, but it also works for column 3. So this 7/8 pair makes the other 4 open cells in column 3 contain 1, 3, 4, and 5. Because they cannot go into these two cells, so they have to contain the other missing digits. 1, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can mark this cell down, because it sees a 1, so it's 3, 4, or 5. It does mean that 1 is forced into one of these 3 cells up here. This one points up and this one points left, so in block 5, the digit 1 is forced into row 4. So these ones points left. This 6 points right, and this 6 points down. So in block 9, the digit 6 is forced into row 7. So these 6's force the digit 6 into this cell in block 8, and these 6's point up. Now I also see that in row 1, the digit 6 is missing. These open cells see another 6. So in row 1, the digit 6 is forced into one of these two cells, because 6 can only go into one of these two cells for the row. And because of that, because 6 is guaranteed into one of these two cells, which both are in block 3, no other open cells in block 3 can contain another 6. Alright, in row 8, the missing digits are 7, 8, and 9. This cell sees 7 and 8. So, it must be a 9. Because I have to fit 7 and 8 and 9 in these 3 cells, but this cell cannot be 7 or 8, so it must be 9. But actually, this cell also sees 7. So 7 in this row has to go into the other open cell, making these cells containing an 8. These 8 points down, and this cell sees another 8. So in block 8, the digit 8 is forced into this cell. These 8 point right, and this cell sees another 8, and similarly, I can mark the 8 in one of these two cells in block 3. This 2 points right. So in block 8, the digit 2 is forced into row 9. Another thing that I noticed is that in column 4, 2 and 6 are missing digits. This cell sees the 2 from block 6. Remember that, well, you don't really have to remember, the markings already tell me, or tell you, that because of these 2's, the digit 2 in block 6 is forced into row 4. So 2's being here means that no other open cells in this row can contain another 2. So this cell cannot be a 2, this cell cannot be 2, this also cannot be 2, and these same open cells see another 6. So, but both 2 and 6 are still missing from column 4, but cannot go into these 3 open cells. So in column 4, in order to fit both 2 and 6, I have to make these two cells reserved for 2 and 6, because both of them can only go into these two cells. So this 2-6 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells. So this 2-6 pair makes the other 3 open cells in this column contain 3, 4, and 9. These two cells see another 9. So, in these 3 cells, 9 has to go here, leaving behind a 3, 4 pair. And this 2-6 pair also works for block 2. 2-6 pair makes the other 3 open cells in block 2 contain 1, 3, and 9. This cell sees 3 and 9. Oh wait, I can first force the digit 3 into this cell because of this 3 pointing left, and then followed by the 1 and 9 because this cell sees 9. So they're placed like this. The digit 1 in block 5 is forced into this cell. Alright, in column 5, the missing digits are 2, 5, and 7. This cell sees 7, so it's 2 or 5. This cell sees 2, so it's 5 or 7, 2, 5, 7. In row 1, the missing digits are 2, 4, and 6. This cell sees 2 and 6. So this cell has to be a 4, because it can't contain 2 and 6, so 2 and 6 go into the other two open cells, but this cell also sees 2. So this row is completed by placing 6 and 2 this way. So when this cell is eliminated, the digit 2 in block 6 is now forced into this cell. Okay, similarly with the 6s, 6 in this cell is eliminated, so I can force the digit 6 into this cell in block 9. Okay, this cell now cannot contain 4. 1, 3, and 5 are the missing digits of column 3. Oh, these 9s point right to force the digit 9 into this cell in block 6. This 9 points right, and this cell also sees 9. So in block 9, the digit 9 is forced into this cell, and then these 9s point up. In column 9, the missing digits are 1, 4, and 5. This cell sees 4, so it's 1 or 5. This cell sees 1, so it's 4 or 5, 1, 4, 5. Okay, so in row 5, 4 is a missing digit. This cell sees 4, this cell sees 4, and this cell also sees 4. But I still have to fit 4 somewhere in this row because it's missing. So in row 5, the digit 4 is forced into this cell. Which makes this 3 and 4 to resolve the pair. Now, the digit 2 in block 5 can only go into this cell, making the cell a 5. 5, 7 pair down here, which makes these two cells, well, one of them's a 2 and this cell sees 2. So 2 here, which makes this a 3 to complete column 6. Over here, this cell now sees 3, so 1 and 3 like this, which eliminates 1 from this cell and forces 1 into this cell in block 4, followed by the 7, which goes into this cell. This cell is 3 or 5 for the row, but sees 3, so I can place 5 and 3 this way. And these two cells contain 4 and 6, because they are the missing digits of block 4, but this cell sees a 6. So I can place 6 and 4 this way. For column 1, I still need 6 and 9. And for column 2, I still need 2 and 3. This cell sees 3, so I can place 2 and 3 this way. This cell is 5 or 7 for the row. Okay, in row 4, the missing digits are 4 and 8. This cell now cannot contain a 4. And earlier I mentioned that the missing digits of column 9 are 1, 4, and 5. And this cell indeed sees 1 and 4. So it can only be a 5. And this also sees 4, so 4 down here, which makes this 1, 5, and 1. Over here, these two cells are for 3 and 7, as the missing digits of row 6, but this cell sees 3. So 7 and 3 are like this. And 1, 5, and 7 are the missing digits of block 9. Oh, but this cell sees 1 and 7. So it can only be a 5. 7, 5, 1, 7. Up here, apart from 8 and 9, 4 and 5 are also missing digits. Now these two cells see 4 and 5. Oh, but we've also got this 5, so that's even easier. 5 is forced into this cell, followed by the 4. Alright, now it's just the ending. 9, 8, 8, 4, and this Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, I finished today's New York Times hard Sudoku in about 11.5 minutes, so I would say this Sudoku puzzle is mostly straightforward. I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary. So towards the beginning, I think the 7-8 pair in block 7 helped quite a lot. And it also works for column 3. So this 7-8 pair here in block 7 gave us the 4 and the 1-3 pair as well. And also works for column 3. So that kind of reduced the possibilities up here. And then later on in the puzzle, the 2-6 pair in block 2, column 4 also helped. This 2-6 pair meant that I could place the 9 here and find a 3-4 pair in the same column, but it also works for the same block, right? So this 2-6 pair helped place the 3, 1, and 9. I think that's about it for the key spots. And later on, I feel like getting most of row 5 done, like after placing the 9, I could place the 4 and 2 as well. And then, yeah, a lot of things just collapsed after that. So, yeah, I feel like this Sudoku puzzle was not too tricky. Like, I managed to find all the key spots quite quickly. So, yeah. But anyway, if you do have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you. Hopefully this video helped. Today's February 7th, 2025. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1329 and New York Times hard Sudoku for today. See you all next time. Bye!